Hey, everybody, what's up, Anthony Morrison here, and welcome to tonight's Success Connection. If you're excited to be here, just type the number 1 in the chat box. If you are excited about tonight's Success Connection, we have so many ones coming in. It's absolutely crazy. The numbers are flying into the chat box. Thank you much. I'm going to get my webcam on here. We'll see if we can't adjust it properly. Hopefully you guys can all hear me. I've got my team on here, and if we have any issues, we have had some not so pleasant weather here in the great state of Mississippi in the last few days. Lots of rain, and today lots of rain. So hopefully not too many storms coming while I'm live on here, because I know none of us want to have me cutting out, right? So it makes sense. Well, listen, guys, I am super excited to be here. Tonight, we are kicking off our new business. It's the auto webinar business. We are building it for you, which is epic, and I think you will love. So there's that, which I think is going to be just phenomenal. And then we're actually giving you a landing page tonight. So tonight, you're going to actually get the opt-in registration page for your new business, and we're going to dissect opt-in registration pages for auto webinars. So going to be a lot of fun, but prior to and before we get started, I must do what I always do, and that is say, of course, welcome to all of you that are new to the Success Connection. If this is your first time here, I'd love it if you just say hello in the chat box, say it's my first time. I see, wow, okay. Ron, Josh, Angela, Critique, okay, I like that, Critique, interesting name. Wow, so many, now it's just president, okay, phenomenal. Okay, so lots of you that are new, welcome to tonight's Success Connection. Excited to have you here. For those of you that are new, the Success Connection is something I started doing about 5 years ago, actually 6, I'm sorry, 6 years ago, to really kind of set the tone for how I wanted to reach my audience, and how I wanted to be seen by my audience. And it was kind of on the premise that if we all come together and we all connect and we stay connected, that we can have a lot of success. And it's the disbursement, right? It's the separation of people that causes, I think anyway, a lack of or a slowing down of success. You see this everywhere you go. If you are in a classroom environment, for instance, and you are working on a project, most of the time, if that classroom environment meets 3 times a week, like in college, you have a 3-time and then a 2-time, right? The classes that meet 3 times per week, okay, those people tend to get things done faster. If it's a group environment, right? If it's something where you benefit from the group, than the classes that meet 2 times a week. Why is that? Well, they're connecting more often. And so I know that time is precious. I know that all of you have other obligations. So I picked 1 night a week to have the Success Connection. We've been doing this now for 6 years. It's been a lot of fun. It's been awesome. My hope is to bring us all together and connect us, and then have you guys hang out in our Facebook group and stay connected throughout the week, so that you can have even more success, right? And we've seen that happening like every single week, so it's phenomenal. Remember, the Success Connection is not about any of my other programs. So if you've bought Partner with Anthony, Ambassador Program, our Instagram Mastery course, you know, any of those, Inbox Inner Circle, doesn't matter what it is. This training has nothing to do with those courses. This is an extra training that I do on top of all of that, just simply to help you guys, really, for nothing more, nothing less, right? Than to help you have more success, okay? And so super important that you note that, okay? This is not a continuation of any courses. Now, for those of you that have been here, you know, for ages, thank you for being here. Thank you for being committed. And I start each and every week off by thanking you guys for your commitment and for your time and energy. Also, just want to recognize the fact that obviously, the COVID cases are rising around the country right now, and we are pretty much just quarantined. Adrian and I don't really go anywhere, don't really do anything. So the hope is that we will not be contracting this virus. But for any of you who have family members, friends, coworkers that have had this virus or currently have it, you're in our thoughts and prayers. And hopefully we can give you a good 45 minutes to an hour tonight of just stress-free, like super focused on helping you have more success. That would really be my goal. So with that said, let's jump into it. Let's kick it off tonight, and let's get straight to what we want to cover. So last week, what we talked about, okay, on the Success Connection was we talked about doing your own webinar. Okay, now you're thinking, Anthony, I don't want to do my own webinar. Well, we talked kind of about like the normal funnel process. Okay, we'll reiterate this. The normal funnel process kind of starts off, okay, like kind of similar to, we probably need to pick a different color. Let's do something we're not using, like this blue. Starts off over here, right, where traffic is what we call cold, okay, cold traffic. Fitting that I picked blue. So traffic is cold, and what that means is traffic, the person that's opting in to your email list and then going on to watch a sales video or some long sales page, they don't know who you are, okay? Our previous business that we built together, which by the way, if you're new, you'll get access to that tonight completely free. We give you all the businesses we've ever done. We give those to you completely free each and every week. So you'll still get that from us, okay? It started talking about a warming process. How can we warm up the traffic, right? Because cold traffic, it's much harder to get to purchase from you, okay? And so we kind of went through the whole process here where they would opt in kind of right here, okay, step one. Step two is they watch a sales video, all right? And then the end result is either they're gonna buy, okay, or they're not. And if they don't, we use steps 3 and steps 4 down here, which are emails to try to warm that traffic up, okay? So it's a process, right? This works great for products with a maximum price point of about $297. If you've got a price point of $297, you pretty much can sell it on a video, okay? But with webinars, as we've talked about, and we'll kind of reiterate here tonight, you can sell higher ticket products. Now, I had some of you ask me, well, Anthony, how high of a ticket are we going to sell? Do we have to sell like something for 10 grand? No, I don't even sell anything for 10 grand. No. But you could sell a $497 package. You could sell a $997 package. There's definitely things you could sell, right? That still make you a lot of money, but aren't by no means are you overcharging, right? So webinars let you sell for higher ticket because of this right here. They're personal, much like the webinar that we're on right now. It's pouring down rain. You may be able to hear it in my microphone because it is whipping against my house. There's a possibility that during this webinar, I may have to run to a tornado shelter. I don't know, but it's live, right? And so when there's that live element to what you're doing, it's almost like it just makes it easier to build rapport, which you see right here, right? Because honestly, rapport is usually built by being raw and real, okay? Prime example of this, and this is why it's so important for all of you who are brand new as we build this business for you, and we are going to build it for you from scratch. Like, you legit aren't going to really have to do anything. But as you know, when I build you a business, I also like to teach you how to build that business for yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, what if I did get COVID-19? What if I did die in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, right? Like, I don't want your whole business to depend just on me. I don't want your whole livelihood to depend just on me making you things. I want you to learn how to do it for yourself. I want to do it for you while I'm here, while I'm capable, but I want to empower you and educate you so that you can also do it for yourself, right? I think that's massively important. And so as we kind of go through this, I will build this for you, but I will teach you how to do it for yourself. And that's where a lot of you will start questioning and doubting yourselves. You'll say, but wait a minute, Anthony, I can't be on camera. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do a webinar. I'm not a salesperson. Here's the thing, raw. I want you to all write this word down, raw, okay? When you have raw, when what you're doing is raw, it invokes emotion, okay? It's kind of like when you watch those behind the scenes shows on television, where you can just see the raw emotion from people, or like this raw moment that it's almost unsettling. Sometimes it might make you feel a little weird. You might feel a little bad watching it, or you might feel instant sadness or instant anger because you're seeing something that's not edited. It's not actors. It's not somebody good at what they're doing. It's just the raw truth, right? Because raw equals real, okay? It's that simple. Raw is real. Well, real is what will translate into sales. So I have to reiterate this to you guys. There is a school of thought that would say that if I gave you a webinar presentation, okay, like a PowerPoint, and I had you do that presentation, like turn your little webcam on and read the slides, okay, that you could outsell me. Now, I know a lot of you, I can already see some of you in the chat box telling me there's no way that's going to happen. How many of you think you could outsell me? Just say yes. I'm not getting very many yeses. Okay, well, here's the thing. You could be very wrong because, see, you guys are what I would consider warm traffic, right? You know me, you like me, I think, I hope, anyway. You trust me to a degree. You know things about my family, you know things about my, my past, you know the good times and the bad times. You're here when my dad dies, but you're also here when we have big wins, right? Like, you know me. So you might feel like, oh, Anthony, you're better at this than me. But let me tell you something. To the people that don't know me, okay? To the people that don't know Anthony Morrison, when they see me do a webinar, a lot of times it's too polished. It's too perfect. It's too salesy, is what people will say. When the reality is that I'm not trying to be salesy. I don't think any of you have ever accused me of being too salesy. It's just that I'm good at it. Like, I'm comfortable, right? I'm super comfortable. So like, I can sit here and talk all day long, which is what I'm doing right now, basically looking at myself, because whatever you're seeing of me right now, I'm seeing it right here. And I'm basically talking to myself. And I can do this for hours and I'm just fine with it. Whereas you might be a little timid, right? A little off maybe not right on the same par, right? Well, here's the thing. People can feel that. So when you're selling, the most important thing you can do is build trust, okay? Trust. Well, at the end of the day, people tend to trust people who don't look like they're that comfortable. Like, you feel like we feel as though that person is not a threat. The ones that are too perfect, too comfortable. Think of a car salesman. When you go into a car dealership and they're like, hey, what kind of car are we gonna get you in today? You're gonna be driving out of here in your favorite car today. I'm like, man, I just came to see if you guys could fix, this flat tire I got on my G-Wagon. They're like, we're gonna get you in a car today, man. And you're just like, huh? They're just doing their job, but you can see through it. You can see that that's an act, right? Whereas the person that's brand new to the car dealership isn't going to walk up to you and act like that. And oftentimes those are the ones that sell the most cars. So long story short, it is me prepping you and telling you that I think you can do really awesome at this, okay? I'm gonna do one for you. I'm gonna do an entire webinar for you, give it to you. I'm gonna sell the stuff for you, okay? But I do believe that you will be able to, at some point, outsell me, okay? Webinars, hold attention. Think about it. You'll spend an hour with me tonight. Why? It's because we're live. If I just said, hey everybody, every Thursday night, I'm gonna play a video for you, you guys would not show up, you wouldn't be engaged, you wouldn't be excited, you wouldn't be pumped, there wouldn't be that energy. Live events hold attention because they create energy, okay? They create energy, all right? That's why webinars work so well. And then of course, during a webinar, you can handle a lot of objections. So you always have what we call a Q&A section of a webinar, whereby you just answer questions, okay? You answer questions and you basically are overcoming objections. Now, there are some cons to doing webinars right over here. Time. You have to spend a lot of time doing it if you do these like I do, every Thursday night, right here, boom, doing webinars, right? It can take up a lot of your time. You do have to learn how to ask for money. You have to learn how to say, click the link or the product costs, you know, $497, whatever. You do have to have some ability to sell. I still think you can outsell me, but you do. You have to get over your fear of being on camera. And one thing is the customer has to be available when you're doing the webinars. So lots of people have asked us and they've said, Anthony, gosh, I'm from New Zealand, or I'm from, you know, the UK, or I'm from this or that or the other, Australia, and I can't get on your Thursday night webinars. It's 3 a.m. for me. Totally get it. But my webinars, hold on. Apparently let's go back to OneNote. There we go. I must have gotten a software update, accidentally clicked it. My webinars are live. So what that means is they happen at a certain time, and it doesn't really matter what your time zone is, they're gonna take place at that time, right? So live webinars have some cons. However, there is a new type of webinar. It's been around for a few years now, okay? I would say really prevalent the last 5 to 6 years, called automated webinars, okay? Here are the pros to this. It looks like a live webinar, okay? It's not on GoToWebinar like this. There's different platforms that you can use, although we have one you've never seen before that's epic. It's just like GoToWebinar, which is what's really good. You can still build rapport, still hold attention, still overcome objections, still sell high ticket, but here's what it does. It eliminates two of the biggest cons, two of the biggest reasons why webinars might not work, okay? It eliminates the time and the customer availability. Because what happens is an automated webinar is something that you film one time and it reruns, but it reruns in a live setting. So what that means is if I register for your webinar at 6 p.m., I can only attend at 6 p.m. and I get emails 30 minutes before 6 p.m. and 15 minutes before 6 p.m. But somebody else could register for that same webinar at 9 p.m. and they would go through the whole process as if the webinar was always at 9 p.m. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. Okay, I see that. Very good. Yes. And that is called the auto webinar funnel. Okay. And you can see this auto webinar funnel right here. We're going to go through this, and then tonight I'm going to give you this page, the opt-in page, which is technically now called the registration page. Now, because you are all students of mine, I am going to give you one of these completely done for you. Okay, so what that means is I'm going to build the whole thing, all right? And I'm going to give you an auto webinar that I personally think is going to crush it. and I'll explain to you why we're doing that, okay? But for your opt-in page, okay, there's a new element that people have to choose, okay? And it's this time element, okay? So a usual regular opt-in page, you just ask for name and email. But now there's this third element called time. Time lets them select the date and the time that they want to watch the event or that they want to attend. This is what makes it feel live because it's on a certain day at a certain time, okay? As we go deeper into this training, I'm going to show you how you can control that time. You could have it, your webinar actually go live every night at 7:30, every single night. Or you could have it live every 15 minutes of the day. So if somebody comes on at 9:45 and they get to this page, it'll say the next event starts at 10 p.m. So they'd be registering right before the webinar starts. It's called just in time. And what that does is that hopefully allows people to take advantage of the time that they currently clearly have because they're online to get on the webinar right then and there. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if it does. Okay, any specific questions so far? Okay, very good. Most of you have learned that I'm going to answer all your questions anyway. I just have to get through the flow. Okay, so let me just get through the flow. I'm going to give you all these pages anyway, and you're going to love it. All right, so that's the opt-in page. Super, super important. The next page in the process is this thank you page. Okay, thank you pages, you know, usually now with what you're doing with other stuff have completely different purposes. For an auto webinar, it's all about telling people why they need to get on the webinar, okay? It's all about reinforcing their decision to register for the webinar. So you can see right here, we'll usually place a video. That looks really bad. Let's try this again. We'll usually place a video on there telling people, thank you for registering. This is awesome. You're going to love this event. Right below this video, you'll see a little bit of information about how you can attend the event, how you can set calendar reminders so that you make sure not to forget, and a few notes that you need to be aware of before you join, right? And it'll always say, don't join on a mobile device and come early, right? Because what we found is that a lot of people are on the internet on mobile phones. That's a given, okay? But auto webinars have a hard time converting on mobile because it's hard to watch a presentation for an hour and a half like this, right? Or 2 hours, right? So I'm sitting there watching a webinar on my phone. That's difficult, right? You really need to be on your desktop computer when you watch webinars. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm saying it's not optimal. And so on this thank you page, we try to push people to the optimal, right? And then we give them a link right here to join their webinar. Just like all of you had a link to join this webinar. Now, if you had clicked the link to join the Success Connection yesterday, it wouldn't have worked. It would have told you the webinar hasn't started yet, right? Same thing happens here. If this person registered to watch the webinar at 6 p.m., okay, and they click that link at 5 p.m., it will tell them the webinar has not started yet, right? So what that means is it's always going to go through the same process that a live webinar goes through, because at the end of the day, you want it to feel as live as possible in order to get all those benefits that a live webinar gives you. Otherwise, it's just a video playing on the internet, right? And that isn't really what we're after. All right, once the time passes, the person clicks, they can then join the webinar. Now, this is all done in some type of software, the actual webinar, okay? It's handled in the software, it's played back in the software, the stats for it are in the software. Think of auto webinars, okay, like you would think of a funnel. In ClickFunnels, you build funnels, right? You basically can build all of this, all right? Like all of this. That can all be in ClickFunnels. Let's see if I can really make this ugly. Okay, kind of everything in that green box. That's all done in ClickFunnels. Once they get on the webinar, they're in a different software. And that software knows how long they're on the webinar. Did they click the link to purchase the product? Did they actually purchase? Or did they just click the link and not purchase? Like, that software knows everything, okay? So it knows everything that happens with that person while they're on the webinar, watching the webinar. That software can have all kinds of follow-ups and SMS messages and emails and all of those things to get people back on the webinar and get them to buy, okay? And that's where you kind of find down here in this section, okay, that you create a list, all right? So you create a list of people, and this list will send SMS. I think I drew this last week, but I didn't do it very clear. SMS. So you can send email and SMS reminders for the webinar, which for the most part are going to let people know that this webinar is happening, right? And hopefully help you get more people on the actual webinar, okay? Because that's the point. The whole point of this is to get the people on the webinars, all right? I have transitioned to sitting down because the rain is coming down so hard. When I look up over my computer here, literally looks like it's gonna come through the window. So I'm gonna sit down for the rest. All right, so all of this process takes place in two different softwares, ClickFunnels and then whatever the webinar software is that you use. We're gonna show you what we think you should use, okay? And why. All right, now, I told you that over the next 4 weeks to 5 weeks, we were gonna launch your very own auto webinar business, okay? Week 1, which is this week, I told you, you're gonna get the opt-in registration page, okay? Which you are. I have built one for you, all right? So we're gonna call this Week 1 registration, all right, page. Now, I have built this page for you. I'm going to give it to you, but let's talk about the anatomy of one of these pages, okay? So I always like to kind of give you guys a template to go off of, and the main reason I like to do that is so that you can always understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, okay? So usually up here, and I'll try to draw these, maybe I can do it like this. Usually up here, right here, we have a headline / hook, okay? Now, it is important, maybe I'll draw this in red, important, I'm gonna give you notes. Don't tie income to time. What does that mean? That means you could say, and I want to also preface this with, I don't work for Facebook, so I can't pretend to tell you what pages Facebook will approve and not approve, okay? What I can tell you is that Facebook hates it when you tie income to time frames. For instance, okay, learn how I made, $400 in 3 days. Okay, learn how I made $400 in 3 days. That is tying this income, $400, to this time frame, 3 days, okay? Facebook hates this. This is a no. This is a don't do, okay? Now, does that mean if you said, learn how I made $400 with with this simple online program, that they would approve it? I have no clue. In some cases they will, in other cases they won't. You have to keep playing with your headlines because it's the first thing that Facebook sees, okay, if you happen to run Facebook ads. It's always best to not tie income to time frames in your headline. Your headline is the hook of what you're going to be doing, okay? Super important. In fact, let's pull up the page that I built you. So check this out. It says right here, the 3 secrets Anthony used to grow a highly profitable affiliate business. Now, I want you to think about this. I'm going to zoom in, make it a little bigger. Might look a little wonky because it's so big, but I want you to be able to see it. The 3 secrets Anthony used to grow a highly profitable affiliate business. Here's the thing. We did not give any specific income claims of how much money right there. And we did not give a time frame. I did not say 3 secrets to grow a highly profitable affiliate business in 3 days, okay? This, by the way, is the page that I built for you guys for your brand new auto webinar business. And here's the cool part. This is a page that I'm currently running myself on Facebook. So I'm legit giving you what I already know is working. You'll see why soon. Okay, then you always have this stub headline, okay, that comes in like this. It usually comes in right in here, and it's just called the sub headline, okay? Usually, this is a supporting statement, okay? For instance, starting from zero with no experience or no business degree, I'm supporting what I said above, and I'm giving you some kind of information about it. Does that make sense to everybody? Very good. Okay, what we have found that works the best is when you put, oops, I need to do it like this. When you put, this can either be an image or a video, but it always sits right here, okay? Now, we used a very good supporting image here. This is where I was given an award for doing over $1 million in affiliate commissions with ClickFunnels alone. This is very supportive of the Partner with Anthony program. As I told you guys, we're going to build the auto webinar for the Partner with Anthony program that's going to allow you guys to earn and sell a higher commissionable product, okay? So all of you that partner with Anthony, you'll get to use this right out of the gate, right? And I think it's going to crush it for you personally. But anybody that doesn't have Partner with Anthony, all you got to do is change that image out and change the copy out, and you can use the whole auto webinar anyway, right? So you don't have to have Partner with Anthony in order to use this. Never, ever, ever do we do anything like that. But got to have an example to go off of here. Got to have something to build you guys, and this just makes the most sense. So I always put a supporting image or video on the page, and then off to the right-hand side, usually what I'll do is I always have the register button, okay? So I always have the register button. That always happens, and it always says next training starts. Because the whole idea is to get people, I'm being silly. I'm drawing, and you guys aren't even able to see it. I just now noticed you were telling me that. So back to this. I have the image, okay, so right over here. This is always something that supports the headline. Usually builds kind of like confidence. Okay, so like when you see me holding an award for having done $1 million in affiliate commissions, and you can join a webinar where I can teach you how to do affiliate marketing, you might have a little more confidence in my ability to do it than if I wasn't there with that picture, right? The next training starts in, okay? And then the registration button. This opens the ability to save seat for webinar, okay? That's what this does. The register button. It opens up the ability for people to save their seat during or for the webinar. Now, when you get this page tonight, we have not tied in the code, okay, for the actual webinars. So we're just building our base right now, okay? Once we're done with building our base, we'll layer onto it the actual webinar, okay? So it should be really exciting. All right, let's go back down here. Let's take a look. All right, what's next? This says secret 1, secret 2, secret 3, okay? So check this out. So this page, as you can see, really professional, like super clean, very cool colors, very well put together. You can see I'm kind of ghosted in the background. It's very clear, but also hidden, right? And it's with a jet, which, I mean, the whole point was actually really to show the shirt. That's 100 Million Mastermind, and the guitars. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see the guitars there, but you probably can if I move this. So you can see like that same guitar that I got on stage. So it's reinforcing the fact that I got the guitar, right? And so what you'll do here is you usually put 3 bullet points about what they're going to learn, okay? I want you to think about something, all right? And this is very important, all right? And I might try to erase, I knew it. Hold on. Like that. I want to make this a little longer. All right, so in this section right here, we usually will put point 1, point 2, point 3. And these are bullet points of what they will learn. Okay. Here's the thing. Most people, when they register for a webinar, feel like it is a learning event, okay? VSLs, videos, these are not always learning events. People don't necessarily perceive them as learning events. At least I don't think. I think a lot of times people just perceive them as entertainment or sales. But people that register for webinars, it comes with this higher level of clout, this higher level of understanding that like, wow, I'm gonna learn something, okay? So if your whole landing page, if your whole opt-in page, like over here, is just about like this, right? And you don't ever tell them what they're actually going to learn, sometimes that can be a turnoff. So what we do is we put down here, 3 things you're gonna learn. How to find the products to promote, and the 3 things I look for before I promote anything to know it will be successful. This is pretty important because what do people that are doing affiliate marketing or want to do affiliate marketing need? They need to know what products to promote, and they need to know how to pick the right ones. Secret number 2, how to get your first affiliate commission even if you're a complete beginner. This is not what you think. So we're basically saying, listen, like, we're going to show you how to get your first affiliate commission and how other people are doing it, even if you're brand new. And I know that we can justify that because with Partner with Anthony, I probably have no less than 500 screenshots from inside of our Facebook group where somebody says, I got my first commission ever online, ever, right? And they did it with Partner with Anthony. So this is a legitimate statement. And then number 3, how to automate your affiliate marketing by partnering with Anthony and getting done for you resources. How many of you feel like Partner with Anthony creates a pretty good done for you environment that people get access to? Just say yes. All right, very good. I see lots of yeses. So we're telling them, basically in a nutshell, when you read this, you think, okay, he's going to show me how to find products, show me how to find ones that work. All right, then he's going to show me how to get my first commission, even if I've never done this before. And he might even partner with me and give me some done for me resources that could help me get going faster. This right here kind of tells the story about what we're getting ready to teach them on the webinar, okay? Now, why am I drawing it out like this? Because this is a framework, okay, that works almost all the time for us, all right? Once you come back to the page, you'll see that right after that, we basically just have another headline, oops, and sometimes we'll just call this a sub headline, okay? And that's basically just us saying, ready to start your affiliate marketing? Are you ready to get started? Are you ready to take the class? Whatever. And then you add in, it's hard to keep both of these up here. Then you add in a register now button, okay? And this, of course, let's put it like that. Let's see, this is what opens ability to register. And then this usually tells people to register, right? So it's usually like a reinforcement statement, if you will. Okay, now let's sip some quick notes. Do you have to build a landing page that looks just like this? No. But these elements should be on the page. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if that makes sense to you. All right, I see lots of people saying yes. Now, I have built this page for you. As you can imagine, I think this page is really good. This timer is actually just a placeholder, because once we get the code, okay, from the webinar software, which we will be doing in, I think, 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks from today. Once we get that code, it will replace this and it will legitimately put the timer for your next live event. It's all automated, okay? It's a machine that just continues to run no matter what you're doing or where you're at. It's the best thing that you could possibly have for your business. Now, I built this entire page for you, okay? This is a really, really good page. I think this is going to do very well, but I also know that you guys are pretty good at what you do. So guess what I'm going to do next week? Check this out. I'm going to buy 5 auto webinar registration pages at $100 each from you. How can you win? Okay, how do you win? Number one, you'll post the link to the page in the Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, we'll give you access to that in just a minute. Number two, you'll put hashtag Anthony Look in your post. Okay, that's how I can type in that hashtag and I can see everybody that's done one of these pages. Now, you get to build this for Partner with Anthony. Okay, so the same type of sentiment that this page is about, the Partner with Anthony program, learn affiliate marketing from Anthony, that all of that stuff. And so many of you are in Partner with Anthony anyway. You have just tons of information about this, right? You build this landing page, all right, 5 people. I'm going to buy 5 pages, okay, next week for $100 a piece. And then I'm going to give all 5 pages to everyone. So for those of you that are new, what I do is I build a page, then I challenge all of you to do it for yourself, right? I've just walked you through the anatomy of a page. It's real simple. Told you the elements you probably need. Then I built one for you, so you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But then I reward you, right? I'll pay you $100 if I love your design, and I'll buy it from you. And then I'll give it to everybody else in our community. So you're doing good for yourself, for the whole community, and everybody's learning and actually implementing what they're learning. And I invest my money every single week into this because I want to help you grow and I want to help you be successful, right? I just think it's a great platform for me to be able to do that. I'm also going to give you the proper thank you page for your auto webinar business. Okay, so I'm going to give you a new page, okay, next week, the thank you page. And this will complete the registration process, okay? So if you go back and you look at how we're going to launch this business together, week 1 is in the books. We've done this. I've given you this. You'll get this tonight, this page. I'll give you access to it. Next week, we're going to get the registration pages from you, plus I'm going to give you thank you pages. And then the next week, we're going to be releasing the auto webinar platform to you so that you can legit start running auto webinars. But not only that, it has the ability for us to build auto webinars and just give you a share link, just like ClickFunnels, so that it literally builds the whole thing in your account for you. How many of you like that? Like, we're talking done, the video, the timing, the emails, the SMS messages, like the call to action buttons, everything, literally done for you. Nobody has ever been able to do that. It doesn't exist. And we've got it now for you. And this is the way that we take your business to the next level. We go from just building funnels to building auto webinar funnels that crush for you. And as we build them for ourselves, we can literally give them to you. And so I am just, I'm stoked. I don't know. I'm excited. This is like my favorite part of our business. And being able to be able to give you this and teach you this and really show you how to do this is just like, I'm beside myself with it because I love it. So pay me no attention with my craziness, okay? So this is what's happening next week. Now, of course, this week I need to give you this page, right? So how must I go about doing that? This particular page. Now remember, you got to build a duplicate of this, but change it up. It can't look just like this. It can't just be changing this image and call it a thing. Rebuild it for yourself, right? And post it in the Facebook group, all right? Now, what does all that mean? Well, we're able to give you access to this. I'm also going to ask you guys for a favor tonight. I told you I was going to do it last week. I thought about it, and then I thought, you know, maybe not. And then I thought over the week, actually, I talked to my mom about it, and I asked my mom if it was appropriate for me to ask my students this, and she said, I think it's fine. And so I said, well, if my mom thinks it's okay, then I'm going to do it. And so that's literally how I've made business decisions this week, was asking my mom. So I know you probably laugh at me, but that's how I did it. And so we'll see how it goes. All right, so let me flip my computer camera that way a little bit. All right, so first things first. If you don't have Partner with Anthony, you can join it in this link at the very top of the page, okay? Most all of you already have. This is our Facebook group. If you are not a member of our Facebook group, you will need to go there and you will need to post there and join the Facebook group. It is free. This is where you can make that post when you build one of these pages, and we'll buy it from you, okay? It's completely free. It costs you nothing. Absolutely nothing. So please click and join that. You should do that tonight. All right. Right here. This is our business giveaway for YouTube. So we have a growing YouTube channel. It's right here. You'll see we have 27,000 subscribers. What we're looking to do is get all of our students onto YouTube. And so if you go to my YouTube channel, which there is a link right here, if you go there and you subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on notifications. There's a little button that says turn on notifications. If you do that and you watch some of my videos, every Tuesday we release one on affiliate marketing, which are right in here. Every Wednesday we release them on digital marketing like funnel building. They're right in here. And every Thursday we release a new podcast episode, Unlock Success. This is all about helping you to think more like an entrepreneur. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we release these episodes. If you watch these and you comment and you like them, you will be entered into a contest to get one done-for-you business built by my team. But here's the difference. This business will already be profitable. It will already be making money. It will already be having an income stream, right? That's what we'll build for you and we'll give to you. And we're doing that for one person who is, again, it says right there, liking, subscribe, all that good stuff. So if you want a chance to win that and you want to learn some really cool stuff for free on YouTube, go there, do it now, okay? Next thing, ClickFunnels. If you're a new student, you need ClickFunnels, okay? This is a link to activate a free trial. It should take you no more than a couple of minutes. These pages, like this page I'm giving you tonight, they're built in ClickFunnels. All of our students use ClickFunnels. All of our students are using ClickFunnels every single day with the courses that we're in, plus with Success Connection, okay? We give you free businesses all the time, but the only way to do it is through shared links. So when you click these links, for instance, any of these download links, like this is one that Russell Brunson built for you. If you click this, it gives you those businesses inside of your ClickFunnels account completely free. But you do have to have ClickFunnels in order to get it, okay? So this is where you would activate your free trial to ClickFunnels, okay? So if you don't have that, you need to get that. You should do that now, okay? Do that tonight. Now, with that said, you're gonna wanna get this page done for you and get it tonight, right? Have the first step for your business. You will pass by, as you scroll down to get to this, all the other businesses we have built you completely free. There's this one here, there's funnels 1 through 3, funnels 4 through 7, and then I started naming them, right? Like the 8-figure funnel formula. This is an entire business to sell an ebook. Whole thing done for you. We make nothing off of it, only you do. Inboxer Academy, that's a whole membership site that you can sell. Charge every single month. 7-figure email strategies. This is a higher ticket product you can sell. Your YouTube business, your Instagram profits business, your challenge business. There's so many. All these businesses are available for you. Here's the thing. These download buttons quit working tonight at midnight, okay? That means if you want them, you need to go get them as soon as I give you access to this page. You need to do it immediately because these will stop working at midnight tonight because people steal them from me. And we spend a lot of time and effort building these for you, and we just simply don't want them floating around on websites and giving them away to people that are not students of ours. That's why we have to lock it down, okay? So you'll scroll all the way down and you'll see right here, it says your auto webinar business. And then you'll see this button right here that says your opt-in page, download now. Does everybody see that? Just type yes in the chat box if you see it. All right, I see lots of yeses. Now, if you click that button, it will automatically download and put this page into your ClickFunnels account. You must have ClickFunnels first. So get ClickFunnels first if you don't have it. Then you click that link and boom, you get access to this auto webinar business instantly, completely free. Cool? How many of you like that? Say yes? Awesome. Now, on to my special request, okay? Over the years, we have had in excess of, I would say, in excess of 1 million students, okay? And I've never asked for a request like this before. But times are changing, things are changing, and I would like to ask for your help, okay? There are times, occasionally, when, sometimes we drop the ball. Sometimes we make a mistake, right? We're not perfect. It happens. There's also a lot of times when our students, and you've seen them in the Facebook group, are just flat out wrong, right? They try to cancel their membership by emailing some random email address instead of our support staff. They ask for support from us by emailing the wrong place, right? All of these things. And I can argue back in our Facebook group. I do that quite frequently now. But one place that I would really like to have some reviews from my students is at the BBB, okay? The BBB released like reviews, not complaints, right? Please don't leave me any of those. But they released something called reviews, okay? Where you can go and leave a review for how you think I am, who you think I am, how you think my business is, right? I've included a link right here, right below this, okay, where you can go and leave a review for me. I only currently have 2 reviews because the only time you ever get a review on the Better Business Bureau is if it's negative, right? And so this is my Morrison Publishing LLC 2 customer reviews, right? And you can see, like, you know, this person says I was charged $49.95 a month. Like, that's for Income EDU, and we cancel that all the time. Like, again, this is somebody that could have just simply sent us an email to the right email address. We would have canceled it. This person actually didn't even buy anything from us, right? This company that they're talking about isn't even ours. And yet they left me a review. And so when you look on the Better Business Bureau, I have like a 2-star review because she left me 1 star and this one left me 2 stars. And I don't really think that's indicative of how well we do business or how much we give. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't think it is. I think of the 1,000 people that are on here, I'm probably not going to get 1-star reviews. I think that for the most part, negativity always runs the world. The news is all negative, right? We feed off of it. And so what happens is you never think, hey, Anthony's killing it for us. Anthony's doing great for us. Anthony's giving us this and giving us that. I'm going to go leave him a positive review at the BBB. Nobody thinks about that. But then if the wires get crossed or you feel like, oh my gosh, he didn't refund me fast enough or he charged me when he wasn't supposed to, that's a BBB report, right? Now, mind you, 2 reviews that are less than what I would assume really are warranted. We have an A rating. And by the way, we don't pay the BBB. We're not accredited. You see it says we're not accredited. It's because I don't believe in paying for a rating. They give us a rating based on what we deserve, which it is what it is. We have an A, but I don't feel like when you look at it and it says 2 stars, there's only 2 reviews and nobody leaves positive ones, right? Because nobody thinks about that. So anyway, it bothers me, right? Because I don't feel like it's indicative of or reflective of the time and the effort and the energy and the care that I put into our program and into working with you guys. So I put a link here to leave me a review on the BBB. I am not asking you for a 5-star review if you feel like you've had a 1-star experience. What I am asking you for is an honest review and an honest rating, because I would love to have a 5-star rating on the BBB, only because people trust it, even though, I mean, it's just a business. It's just like any other business. It operates for profit, but people, for whatever reason, they trust it. And so I would love if you would leave me and take 5 minutes to just leave me a review. You don't have to talk about how much money you've made or anything like that. You just say whatever it is that's on your mind, whatever it is you're feeling, you know, whatever it is you think about me, and then a star rating to match that. I would appreciate it, because I'll never get any positive reviews unless I ask for them. Because most of the time, those of us that are happy, we're not out seeking to leave happy comments. It's only when we're angry. And so I would love for the world, when they look at that, to see a more reflective image of who we are and what we do, right? Very few things bother me, but I want for people to know that I care. Like, I want for people to know that I care about you and your success. And the only way I can do that is to ask my community to tell them, you know? So if you don't feel comfortable with that, and if you don't feel like you want to do it, that's okay. I totally understand. But for those of you that will, I would appreciate it. It would definitely make me feel good to see some of the positivity that I see in our group and in our emails and in our chat box here, but see it there as well too. Okay, so if you're okay with that, and I would love for you to do that for me tonight. It would be like such a gift to me and amazing to me to be able to see my community come out for me like that. So if you have a minute, and if you don't mind, I would appreciate it. All right, so that is, I have thought about asking you for this before, and I haven't done it, and I finally have, and so we'll see where it goes. But I'm not asking for a positive review. Okay, that's not what I'm asking for. I'm just asking for whatever you truly feel, right? Would be appreciated. Okay, and you can use this link right here, because it'll take you to the exact place. I believe if you click it, it will take you to the exact place here where you can leave this review for us, okay? And this phone number, they will not update. For some reason, we have submitted changes 100 times, so don't call that number because it goes nowhere. We moved, our office has moved. So anyway, with that said, all right, how do we get to this page, okay? So that you can get all of this done. Super, super, super simple. Let me get you to it, and then I will let you guys go, because I know I'm a little bit over time tonight. Apologize. I just wanted to, wanted to ask for some help. All right, so this is the link that you will go to. It's go.vsc.com/funnel. Okay, go.vsc.com/funnel. That will take you to that page. You will need to input the password opt-in, OPTIN, opt-in. Okay, and the reason that I made that is because we gave you the opt-in page tonight, so it makes sense. So go.vsc.com/funnel. You will type in the password opt-in, OPTIN, okay? When you get to this page, if you don't have Partner with Anthony, feel free to grab it. You want to join our Facebook group, do this first and foremost, okay? First and foremost. Then follow me on YouTube, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if you haven't already, all right? Then if you do not have ClickFunnels, get it. It's a free trial for 2 weeks. It takes a few seconds. Just get it now so that you have it, because you're going to need it in order to get the business, okay? Then skip over all of these businesses for now and scroll all the way down to the bottom, to the bottom, to the bottom, to the bottom. We have so many businesses now, it's a long scroll. Get your opt-in page, okay? Make sure you get your opt-in page tonight for this business, because again, your homework is post inside of our group your redesign of this registration page, okay? Put it inside of our Facebook group, hashtag Anthony Look, put that part of your post. I'm gonna be picking 5 of those next week and paying you guys $100 a piece to buy them. Then I'm gonna give them to our whole community. So you need this page for sure. Of course, if you don't mind leaving me a review, an honest, true review of me, myself, what we do, and who we are at the BBB, I would love it, okay? So here is a place for you to do that as well. Then you can go and download all these other businesses. They're all available for you free tonight. You can download as many as you want, okay? For as long as you want, okay? So you can do it all the way until midnight tonight, all right? And then finally, when you are finished with everything, go to your Facebook group and leave us a comment about tonight. All I want to know is what you think about tonight. On a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think about tonight's training? How excited are you about auto webinars? How excited are you about the registration page that I built for you? Post in the Facebook group, and I'll have Nick pick one person. We'll give away $250 cash tonight inside of the Facebook group once you make a post in there. So if you're not a member, click join, and we'll get you approved and we'll get you in. Listen, guys, I want to thank you for being here. I want to tell you all again, like I said, you're in our thoughts and our prayers. We're constantly sending, just good energy, good vibes to everybody around the world, because I know that the world is in such a crazy state right now. And I I truly hope that this COVID thing hasn't affected you, your family, or people you know, love, or work with. And if it has, we're truly sorry about that. And I hope that I can bring you, an hour and 15 minutes of positive energy, excitement, and hope, right? Hope, direction in each week, so that I can help you to stay focused on something positive and stay focused on something that's building something for you, instead of getting sucked back in and down by all the news and the negativity, which trust me, I understand, right? I understand it. But I think now more than ever, we need people to stand up, and we need people, those of us that have had a lot of success, and those of us that have the opportunity and the platform to spread positivity, and to grab some time from people and give them hope, give them energy, give them excitement, give them purpose. I think we should be doing it. And so each and every week, I'll be here for you. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll have those videos on YouTube for you, and I'll keep doing what I do so that I can hopefully help you start doing what I do. And my goal is always to provide as much help as I possibly can to you guys. So thank you so much for being here. I know everything's crazy going on in the world right now, and you still spend an hour and 10 minutes with me. So thank you much. It's always humbling for me when I get on here and there's 1,000 people on here like this. I'm just blown away that I can continue to get 1,000 people on here 6 years in a row. But that's a testament to how committed you guys are to being successful, and hopefully to how committed I am to helping you be successful. So with that said, have a great weekend, a safe weekend, and a fun weekend. And I look forward to seeing you all next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.